The state of the nation is too precarious, it's too bad. Everything is bad, very bad. It could have not been worse like this because Buhari make it worse. When they were trying to cover what happened in Europe, no unity, nepotism all everywhere. Are you Igbo? Are you Yoruba? Are you Hausa? Then how can we make headway with this? How can we make headway? If Igbo want to be governor in those states, if Igbo want to be governor in Lagos State, if Igbo want to be speaker in those states, and this is a thing you cannot do in their own area. You cannot do it in Enugu. You cannot do it in Onitsha. You cannot buy a factory land in Anambra, a Yoruba man. They won't give it to you. Pro.Tibetan in his day said a government checkbook fell into the river. And you see how he died? What happened to Pro.Tibetan then? That was what we were supposed to bring to Emefiele. That was supposed to bring to all these people who stole the money. The chief accountant of the Federation through Buhari regime. Then when you look at the Minister for Justice under Buhari regime, look at all these people. They need to bring a Land Rover out and then pull them both ways and tear them into two, just like the one of Pro.Tibetan. You are talking of state of the nation. It has been the state of the nation is already in the mortuary. Nobody ready to collect for burial. Is it the agricultural sector is dead? Educational sector is dead. You were here when they said the python swallow WAEC money.
For more prophecies and gospel news around the world, subscribe to 12 Star TV and turn on notifications.
You see, we don't need soothsayer. We don't need any prophet or any herbalist or anybody to tell us about the state of the nation in Nigeria. When a pastor tells the congregation, God will bless you, don't answer. Because God will only bless you if you are in the farm, if you are in your office, if you are doing what can better your life and your family tomorrow. But because He has assembled you people, He gathered you people together, telling you that God will bless you, it's only Him and His family and His lieutenants will be blessed with the little money you contributed. Now, the state of the nation is bad. There was a time I told them about 5 years ago, because if anybody should go into government, then I allow on those states everywhere. Immediately they enter the place, it's not to beautify or add color, but just to go there and embezzle. Send their family to take it to London, take it to Ghana, take it, looting. Even it happened when Babangida was ruling. He called our big brother from the Yoruba race from Ijebu, Taisholai. We know that you're a very good man, very plain man, upright man, who has been good in business, even in your school and everything. So come and handle the people's bank. But when you start giving them money, when they were giving those loans, and people were collecting the loan, 7 people from Ijebu, 10 people from Ondo, 7 people from Ibadan. They gathered the money and traveled out of the country. Then how will the country better the life of the country? That was then. Then better life for women rural dwellers. We don't have the type of the money now. Orphan, everything. The wife of Babangida was trying to help his contemporaries, women, that we should pull their hand up. But then, women were just leaving their husband. Then enjoying the money, going everywhere, talking anyhow. They want to set up a hairdressing salon. Then they want to start selling, they want to go to port and be buying car. And even some use their own to buy generator and be sleeping at home. How do we now repay all these things back? The government, the country is at loss. And when the man was going, he went to the CBN and looted the little he can spend with his family. They drove, he made a CBN in Mina, his country home, and tapped virtually all the world, so that he never knew when that type of opportunity can happen to anybody from Mina or Niger That's one. Then number two, you remember the time of Abu Salam, where he was going. When Abu Salam took over, we were thinking it was a non-entity, a doubt, a moral. But it was so not. They say he can pray, he can do this, he can that. He was only warming up for the crime he wanted to commit. And look at the mineral resources, Shabinsha, all these things. Then they said they made him apostle of peace. And this apostle of destruction. And this is what we're facing. And these are the leaders. Then when you look at good Lord Jonathan in his own time, if you want to see the husband, it's $10,000 in an envelope. If 3,000 people want to see good Lord Jonathan, patient who was Mama put some selling Gary and about these things, he now was in the White House. When a zoologist was ruling us, rather for him to be in the zoo, he was in the House of Rock. So we have been getting these things wrong. And we could remember the time of Muritala in Asaba. He said he made 4 kobo. He said he made 4 kobo. In the CBN of Asaba, he looted all this money and took it to Kano. And later God paid him back in 1976, February 13. When he believed he has got to the top of his career, the Lord brought him down. But Nigeria never learned. Is it Buhari that? Is it Tinubu that time? Then again, look at the regime. You are talking of state of the nation. It has been the state of the nation is already in the mortuary. Nobody ready to collect for burial. Is it the agricultural sector is dead? Educational sector is dead. You were here when they said the python swallow WAEC money. In the regime of Buhari now, or good Lord Jonathan, you remember the issue of Chibok girls and everything. And the president was even doing a wedding for his adopted daughter. And then you remember the story of Alice Madweke, Pastor Payosayim. You know all these people. You remember the Konkojo Wela, when it was Igbo in the finance. And you remember, even the big brother Obasanjo was from Anambra. But he was wearing 2 caps, the red and the Ashofi. But we don't know who they want to pick. So that's the state of the nation. So my brother, do you think I can thief? I cannot thief. Do you think I can collect money from people? No. Where? Because I know where I'm coming from. I was a hunter. I used machetes to kill fish in the night to buy a gun. Then hunt, carry lamp on my forehead. Then after that again, I was a laborer. I was a houseboy, a cook, a gardener, generator operator, a driver, a neighbor. In the house of a millionaire who was working with Liver Brothers and Okumo Oil Palm. But the man called me after 1 year. He said, why are you not stealing money? I said, stealing money? We are in your regime. I have my life to live. We are here to support you, sir. And I'm here to get money for my GC. If I can repeat my exam and pass my exam, I will know the next stage. But I cannot take your money. And I was there for 3.5 years. And no kobo missing. And the man took me to the bank. He said he's planting a tree of 1 million naira, that I should grow it. And before I sold car and everything, I grow it up to 100 million. Yes, and nobody knows. You know, money never make noise, because I believe in liberal. I make money every day. I make money every day. I make money every day. So I fail. I decide to take my eye away from government work. How can government employ me? How can I meet up? But people now like government work. Then Okotiebo, in his own time, that was Chief Festus Samuel Okotiebo, like government work. That was 1957 to 1966. Then is that what happened to Okotiebo then? That was what we were supposed to bring to Mefele. That was supposed to bring to all these people who stole the money. The chief accountant of the Federation through Buhari regime. Then when you look at the Minister for Justice under Buhari regime, look at all these people. They need to bring a Land Rover out and then pull them both ways and tear them into 2, just like the one of Okotiebo. You are killing Anini for stealing less than 1 million naira. You are jailing somebody who stole goat in Abeokuta for 3 years imprisonment. And you are not making somebody who killed somebody in Ikene, in the house of in the home town of Oshibaju. After living away, you made him a Taishe. So this is the type of life we are. The state of the nation is too precarious. It's too bad. Everything is bad. Very bad. It could have not been worse like this because Buhari make it worse. When they were trying to cover what happened in Asura, bringing all the Fulani all over the whole African nation, then they gave the contract to the richest man. That is, they gave it to Dangote. So Dangote was just using every night to drop people in Shagamu, drop people in Ore, drop Crook and Tout in all these places. They said Fulani want to take over the whole Nigeria. Is it possible? Is it done? Even my father's house in Odiayi, if my father did not sell it to anybody, if my father sold it without letting me know, and my brothers, that person has bought a black market. We are going to get it back from him. So talk less of the whole Nigeria. During Buhari regime, we are talking about where grazing. Look at what grazing lead us to. Where the animals will be passing, where we will be selling cow. And it was true. He made money for his contemporary. When you know the price of one cow today, even a cow is expensive more than anybody you bought in Ibadan. You know, if a cow is 800,000, 400,000, 600,000. So what does the Southerners, we in the South here, what do we have to sell? That we can make 800,000 at once. And when you look at the Igbo, after looting everything, they wanted to come and show to us in Ibadan, show to us in Lagos, show to us in Oyo, that Igbo is rich. They stole all this money. They were buying property virtually everywhere. This is the state of the nation. And when you look at the time, the present governor of Anambra, he was the CBN manager. He looted everything, even the contract and everything. He bastardized everything. That's Soludo. You cannot compare Soludo with Oni, who was the bank manager there before. That was Yoruba. Then look at what the Mefele did. Compare with the one of Soludo. The same thing. Then when you look at the former emir of Kano, Sanusi, it's the same thing. They were fighting to kill Akimbola then. They were fighting to destroy Akimbola and his plans in the bank. After society has went under the bridge, and nobody probed. Nobody probed the father of Saraki then. So now Saraki has his own bank. They want to borrow money. They want to set up bank with the money they did not have. And that was the noise then. And now truth is already coming out. You cannot kill truth. If you bury it, it will come out again. So the state of the nation, my brother, is the leaders who rule us and the bankers. If you are sleeping now in Access Bank, in UBA Bank, you'll be seeing a lot every 30 minutes on your account. $2, $10, $2, $10. Sleeping, your money sleeping in UBA, $2. Your money sleeping in Access Bank, $2. They've already calculated. The machines are there. Then you pass through the front of Access Bank, $2. You come to withdraw, $2. You come to send money, $2. Then you come to tell people, I have an account here, $2. You come to take a passbook, $2. You come to take ATM, $3, $4. We never start Nigerian bank like this. All the whole thing around in the banking sector has been doctored. All has been doctored. Then when you look at the book of Genesis and the book of Proverbs 8 from 10, and when you look at the book of Proverbs 1, the last 5 verses, and when you look at the book of Proverbs 6 from 10 to the end, then when you look at the book of Job 1 to 5, then when you look at the book of Job 3 and 4, then Job 17, then when you look at the book of Job 22, 23, and then when you look at the book of Jeremiah 17 from verse 1 to 10, you said everything about these people. Then when you look at Jeremiah 2 again, from 6 to 10. Then when you look at the bank, everything now, the state of the nation is too precarious, too bad. No unity. Nepotism all everywhere. Are you Igbo? Are you Yoruba? Are you Hausa? Then how can we make headway with this? How can we make headway? How can we make headway? If people want to be governor in those states, if people want to be governor in Lagos State, if people want to be speaker in those states, and this is a thing you cannot do in their own area. You cannot do it in Enugu. You cannot do it in Onitsha. You cannot buy a factory land in Anambra, a Yoruba man. They won't give it to you. Then when you look at all the 5 states given to the northerners, the easterners, it's not up to the half, 1/4 of Oyo State. But they gave it to them so that peace can reign. But if they want to talk tomorrow, we are marginalized, we are marginalized, we are marginalized. In what way? Then at the end of the day, all the ministers, all the senators, all the ambassadors in that small place. And that means too much money. Amongst the Igbo, too much money. But the Yorubas, if you enter any office that you see a Yoruba man from Ibadan that has a tribal man, or Ondo man that has a tribal man, if his brother enter the place in Abuja, he will be asking him, yes, how can I help you? If you greet him in Yoruba, he will drive you out. That you are speaking Barangola in government office. These are the state of the nation. And if your car fell into the ditch now, in Agege, in Okekoto, in Kwero, they will ask you, how much are you giving to us? How much are you going to give us so that we can help you remove the car? They know the car is damaged, but this is what they want from you. They still want this from you. But when you look at the book of 2 Chronicles 16, verse 9, Psalm 34, verse 15, then Job 34, verse 21. Then when you look at Revelation 2:10, then look at all what we are doing.
Nítorí ojú Olúwa ń lọ sí wá sẹ́yìn ní gbogbo ayé láti fi agbára fún àwọn ẹni ọlọ́kàn pípé sí ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ nínú èyí tí ìwọ hùwà ṣìwèrè. Nítorí náà láti ìsinsìnyí lọ ogun yóò máa bá ọjà.
Hallelujah. Jimothy, láti táìmù yìí lọ. Then nígbà àwọn tá a yàn sórí oyè, there is no background checking. No background checking for anybody. No background checking for Sanwo-Olu. No background check for the deputy. No background checking for Goodluck Jonathan. No background checking for Buhari. No background checking for Ide-Agbon. No background checking for all our leaders. No background checking for Obasanjo. And look at where we are. Operation Feed the Nation turned to Obasanjo farm. This is the state of the nation. Look at 1 Act 77. Okotie-Eboh in his day said a government checkbook fell into the river. And you see how he died? It was then we have Pari Modu, who is a believer in the policy, working with UAC. And look at Oshimole, he's still parading himself. And look at the other one again, who from prison become a senator, Omishore. He's still at it tomorrow. Look at the BOT and what they did in the last election. They all siphoned, even Gaduje. All of them are still in the streets. In the streets. And if you say we want to test the youth, look at the young minister of late in January, December. What he did, what she was doing to Nigeria. And you see look at the other guy who wanted to lead the riot of late. That is Showore. All the money they contributed when he said they wanted to float the party, he cannot give account. Even the one in Labour Party too, they cannot give account. It was during this crisis, the state of the nation, that let us know that Obi has no school site. And these are the people who is clamoring to rule us. Then Atiku Abubakar, everybody want to build a university because education was their trouble when they were young, growing young. But what do they do with the universities? Where is the job after turning all these people out? I could remember an Igbo man who said the young shall grow. He wrote it on his bus. But the young now are 70 years old. So how do they grow? Grow scatteredly, rubbishly, nothing to write about. So what do you ask me? You should ask yourself. You have senators, even councillor in your village now want a dispatch rider that will be piloting in the morning. You see the whole thing? Then but he said in the book of Proverbs 3, from verse 13, 14, 15, Then he said in the book of Proverbs 6, from verse 10 to the end. He said in Proverbs 1, from the last 4 verses. Then he said in the book of Ecclesiastes 3, Ecclesiastes 5, Ecclesiastes 10 and 11, Ecclesiastes 12, 10, 11, 12.
Ẹni tí ó fi wá ọ̀nà dúró sílẹ̀ láti rìn ní ọ̀nà òdò, ẹni tí ó yọ̀ ní ṣíṣe búburú, tí ó sì ń ṣe inú dídùn sí àyídáyidà àwọn ènìyàn búburú, ọ̀nà ẹni tí ó wọ́n sì ṣe àrékérekè ní ipa ọ̀nà wọn, láti gbà ọ́ ní ọwọ́ àjèjì obìnrin, àní ní ọwọ́ àjèjì obìnrin tí ó fi ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu rẹ̀ pọ́n ni, ẹni tí ó kọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ìgbà èwe rẹ̀ sílẹ̀, tí ó sì gbàgbé májẹ̀mú Ọlọ́run rẹ̀, nítorí pé ilẹ̀ rẹ̀ tẹ̀ sí ikú àti ipò ọ̀nà rẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn òkú, kò sí ẹni tí ó tọ́ ọ tí ó sì tún padà sẹ́yìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọn kì í dé ipa ọ̀nà ìyè, kí wọn kí ó lè máa rìn ní ọ̀nà ìyàn rere, kí ìwọ kí ó lè pa ọ̀nà àwọn olódodo mọ́, nítorí pé ẹni dúró ṣinṣin ni yóò jókòó ní ilẹ̀ náà, àwọn tí ó pé kì yóò máa wà nínú rẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ènìyàn búburú ni ó gé kúrò ní ilẹ̀ ayé, àti àwọn olùrékọjá ni a ó sì fàtu kúrò nínú rẹ̀.
You see what I was trying to tell you? So that's the state of the nation. You see, sometimes they go last week, they pay some married women to go naked. Why the wife of those people gave them money? They are home. Èèyàn tún gbowó láti túra ẹ̀ sí òòrùn. Ṣé rí pé àtijọ́ yìí ti le gan-an? But rántí kan tí Sọ̀ní sọ o. Ó ní kò ságbẹ̀ mọ́ lóko 1981-83. Ará oko ti darí wálé. Ibi ló máa pa á mọ́nú ilé. Ebi ló máa ṣe kí ni? Tó bá tiẹ̀ kàn gba ráìsì àpò kan lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Ọjọ́ mélòó ló fẹ́ jẹ ráìsì gbígbà? Blessing only arise. Now this is February ending. We can move into the farm. God bless your handiwork if you put maize into the soil.
Genesis 9:19.
Yes.
Ọlọ́run fún náà pé èyí ni àmì májẹ̀mú náà tí mo bá ara mi àti ẹ̀dá gbogbo ènìyàn tí ó wà lórí ilẹ̀ dá. Àwọn ọmọ Nóà tí ó jáde kúrò nínú ọkọ̀ ní Sémù, Hámù àti Jáfẹ́tì. Nóà sì ni bàbá Kénáánì. Àwọn mẹ́ta wọ̀nyí ni ọmọ Nóà, láti ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ni a gbé túkálẹ̀ gbogbo ayé. Nóà sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe àgbẹ̀, ó sì gbin ọgbà àjàrà.
Hallelujah. Nóà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe kí ni? Ṣe àgbẹ̀.
Ó sì gbin ọgbà àjàrà.
Ó gbin ọgbà àjàrà. Àwọn yóòtù mélòó wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ dòdò, wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ dòndó, wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ ráìsì, wọn ò dẹ̀ dóko rí. Báwo ni rẹ̀jíìmù yìí ṣe fẹ́ rí? Even lẹ́yìn ìjọba Tinubu pàpàtà àbá tètè padà kí gbogbo local government kábẹ̀ sí dáko, káfọ oúnjẹ Fúlàní ilẹ̀, káfọ oúnjẹ Haúsá lẹ̀. Mo ti sọ fún ọ ní 2020 pé ọjọ́ kan ń bọ̀ tó wọn máa dá tírélà padà ní Mínà. Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ti dá padà, wọ́n ti rí pé ibi tó ń bà lè mú wa nìyẹn, bọ́ ti rọ́ ní ilẹ̀ wa ò ní ìdí fertilizer. Táìmù tó ń dẹ̀ ṣe yìí, táìmù tó dání, òjò ń rọ̀. Tó bá ní wẹ́ẹ̀lì mẹ́ta tó sink sórí 3 acres of land, tí máṣíìnì wà tó ń fún omi yìí láàárọ̀ àtàlẹ́, à á gbin àgbàdo lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta lọ́dún. À á gbin kókò, à á gbin ẹ̀wà, à á gbin ẹ̀pà, à á gbin everything. I need $1. I need it. Even àpò Ghana must go. Tí Dangote fi ta cement, ó ṣe gbin ata. Tó bá rẹ̀ǹtì létí òsáyè, ó ṣe gbin iṣu. Ó ṣe gbin anything. Ó ṣe gbin úgú. Ó ṣe gbin ṣọkọ. Even drum tó ń jò tó bá là á, tó ṣe méjèèjì lẹ̀. Vegetable tó máa jẹ fún lóṣù mẹ́ta, á gbìn. Sọ́mi rò pé bóyá a ní ìṣòro ogun ọjà wá. À ń pariwo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ogun ló jà wá, ogun ọ̀lẹ ló jà wá. Ogun Buhari ló jà wá tó lé àwọn àgbẹ̀ kúrò lóko pẹ̀lú Boko Haram nítorí pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe lásòrò kò yé wọn mọ́. That's the problem. Mo ṣe fẹ́ àwọn fún ìtura Abba Kyari kíní àti kejì. Rántí gbogbo wọn táwọn kó náà ti ṣe Emefiele àti Goodluck Jonathan àti gbogbo wọn àti Payosa Ayima àti every one of them. There you see, àwọn òbí gbọ́ pé wọ́n nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. So my brother, the state of the nation is in the mortuary.